What's good, everybody, man? Welcome back to the Gloire Show. And in today's episode, I have my sister with me. And we're going to talk about one of the most important topics is what can we do as society to help our youth. But before that, I want my sister to introduce herself. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, this is our first podcast together.
I know.
How you feel? You excited?
I am happy, excited. Yeah.
Yeah, and today I wanted to cover a topic that's very important. And I think you yourself, you're a parent, so you're more qualified to speak on it.
Right.
I speak on things like this because I have little siblings and I want to look out for them always. I want to make sure they're doing the right things because when we were growing up, our parents were very
Strict.
on what we had to do. They're not like strict parents, but they taught us how to be good people early on, and we just had to follow.
Right.
But yeah, today's society is falling apart. Do you agree?
Yes. I agree on that one.
Yeah. And what is your take on it? Like when you see a lot of kids today, things that they're doing, and then you look back and say like, man, I was never doing stuff like that.
You know that when I see, because we have siblings that we live with and we see what they've been doing. Society in these days, kids, they don't listen. It's not like they don't have respect, but they don't listen. They are on social media 24/7. And that's so hard, like to make them focus on the life that is coming in front of them. But it's like every time you are telling them, this is not right. You
Yeah.
need to change this. They feel offending.
Yeah, they're easily offended because
Yeah.
social media kind of like gives them the fake lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, when you're talking to them and they say, "Oh, you messing up with my mental health." No, it's like when you try to teach them to do the right things, the first thing they pull forward is like mental health. We understand mental health is so important, but because of the way social media have kind of like shaped everything, whenever somebody stress you out, mental health. Whenever somebody
I know.
give you an advice that you disagree with, my mental health. So it's like the mental health is like a shield to push you away, so that way you don't do your job as a parent, as a big brother, big sister.
Because I think when we grew up, social media was not there.
Yeah.
It was there, but it was not like too much right now. You know, right now, social media is like 24/7. Kids will sleep on social media. They will wake up on social media. They won't even do anything. Even in school, the teacher are not like telling them, put your phone away. Like you will see the teacher teaching in the class and the kids on the phone, on TikTok, Instagram.
And the teacher, when they try to take the phone away, is like, "Oh, I have my phone because I have to call my mom."
Right.
Kids, they use that as an excuse, and I think that's where the parents come in. As a parent, what do you think parents should do when the kids step out of the house with their phones?
You know, every parent have the way they raise their own kids. For example, on my way, I have kids, like I have girls. I see how my siblings are acting right now, or kids outside, how they're acting. Like it's teaching me how to raise my own kids the way I want it. You know, they will have fun. I'm not saying that they're not going to have fun. They're not going to be on social media. But there is an age that I'm going to allow them to go on social media, to be outside. They're feeling like, yeah, we can use Instagram, TikTok, you know? Yeah.
There should be an age limit.
Yeah.
A lot of kids start off with like TikTok in middle school.
9, 10.
Instagram. They're 20 like 24/7 on their phones. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's this video that I came across, which I'm gonna play for the audience. Actually, let me play it right now, and then the audience can also kind of like see it with us.
Right.
And tell me what you think about this. Yeah, so in this video, the woman that's singing, she's actually saying scamming, where they at.
Like all those bad words.
Yeah, like, she's basically promoting scamming, violence, prostitution, all in one video. in one song, and the kids are singing it like insanely crazy. Like,
It's like they don't know what to play around kids. I know if the music is good and they want to promote their music, but there is some of music you need to play around kids, you know? So it's not like every music. You need to listen to the lyrics and everything before playing the music to the kids, because you don't want your kids to start cursing, to start doing some stuff they're listening in the music, like those prostitution. You don't want your kids to be a prostitute, like scam. You don't want your kids to scam, kind of those things. You need to watch what you're listening to around kids or what you are watching.
yeah. And the crazy thing is that when people criticize them, they say, "Oh, this is our culture." Do you think that's a black culture?
No,
That's not black culture.
that's
I
not
disagree
black
with that.
culture. Because the way we grew up like we have a lot of discipline. They discipline us a lot. And there is things that our parents could allow us to watch. For example, if there is a movie or kind of those things, they know that, oh, there is kissing, there is this. They won't let us watch. We go
used
into
to-
watching cartoon.
We used to run.
Yeah.
So like we're watching a movie, right? And there's a kissing scene, and our siblings start looking at each other. The first person to run out, the last person,
Yeah.
gets so embarrassed.
I know.
And now it's like so normal. You see kids sitting down watching the shows like those girls fighting. Those
The bodies.
Those you watch that?
No.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you see kids watching
No,
stuff
it's the
like that.
bodies. I see your siblings watch it. It's the bodies.
Yeah, so like those kind of shows, those are not shows for kids. That's not black culture. If you want to promote black culture so much and embrace it, you have to promote things that's positive.
That's right.
Anything negative does not define black culture. It's like anything negative in any other culture, they don't promote it and say this is white culture, this is Chinese culture, this is no. Like Chinese, they promote dragons and stuff like that. People happy, people celebrating. That's their culture. The white people, they celebrate, let's say, holidays that defines them, that keeps the families together. That's
Like
their culture.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
But why don't we call the things that bring us together positively as like the black culture, but we focus more on like the negative? When you point it out, oh, you can't talk about this, or you don't know our culture, or you don't know. Like that is
That's one thing our society need to change. You know, as black people, we are here to present ourselves in our country. Being a black is not a sin, you know? And being a black is that person you're going to be there and present your culture, to show them that I was grew up in this society. I have this and this that will represent my culture and will make my culture to be respectful, you know? So that's what people need to do. Anything you see outside there, I'm not going to say anything about training your kids. Everybody have the way they want to train their kids, and every mother know what she want for her kids, you know? So let's work so hard. Let's support our kids. Let's not keep showing them stuff that they are necessary, that they're not supposed to be saying it. Let's just focus.
So when you say like people should like educate or train their kids how they want, let's say now you raising your kid to become a bad kid, you know, they rob people, they steal from people. Who do you think should be punished in that case? Is it the parent or the kid?
A parents.
Okay. So like, and I always say
No,
that.
I'm not telling them to teach their kids to do that. No, teach your kids the good way.
Yeah, but you know, most people, they're having kids at a young age, so that way they don't have the wisdom on how to raise the kids the right way. Some of those parents, like, you know, some of the parents, they get to have a kid today, and then in 3 weeks they say, "Oh, I miss being outside. Now let me go
Right.
party," and then that's their lifestyle. And now, instead of them raising their kid, they're letting society, the babysitters, the nephews, the grandpas raise their kids. So that because they don't have the knowledge, the wisdom to be there and teach their kids the right things. But like, what do you think the government should be doing in order to also help the youth within the communities?
I think the government should shut the social media off. Shut it. When it's time for kids, like, there is sometimes I watched this news one day. The teacher was complaining that kids go in the class and use their phone. They are on TikTok. They're not even paying attention. So what the government should do is just to shut down the social media.
Yeah, they should shut down social media. They should put more of community center. Remember when you used to go to community center, Boys and Girls Club?
Right.
We'll go there, we'll play soccer, there's volleyball, there's all these sports. So I think they should have more of activities for the kids. They should have more summer youth jobs. Because a lot of kids, when they don't have a job and they're not making money, they're going to go and steal. So they say summer youth jobs, shut down social media, or have an age limit. When you reach 18 or 16,
You can do
then
this.
you can have this.
I think 16 is not.
Yeah, I
16
think 18
is 18 is good.
18 is
16
more,
no.
yeah.
16 is still in high school. You're not even planning what you're going to do in
Yeah.
the future. Like focus on your young age.
Most
Because
definitely.
that when you get 16, 14, 15, 16, they're too much on social media. Like they're
Crazy.
addicted. Yeah, like they're too much.
Crazy. But yeah, other than that, also like you as as a parent yourself, when somebody is trying to advise kids, and let's say they don't have a kid yet, but they want to advise the kids to do the right things, does that piss you off?
No.
Because some parents say
Some
like, "Oh,
parents
you're not
are-
a parent, you don't know what to
Yeah,
say." Like,
I watched this video. This lady took this other lady to the court because she tried to punish her kids. It's not like punish in a bad way. They was doing Bible study and the kids was running around. She was about to push an old lady on the floor and the mother was offended. She took the other lady to the court. Me, I won't be mad. When you give birth, it doesn't mean you are only the parents. Any parents can advise your kids. Any parents can tell your kids, stop doing this. In the good way, not in the bad way. As long as in the good way, it's teaching my kids, you're allowed to do that.
so it takes a village to raise a kid.
Yes.
It's like how we grew up in Africa. It's like you about to do something bad, but when you turn around, you see somebody's parent or
Yeah.
somebody's uncle, auntie, or whatever. It makes you don't want to do it because you know they're gonna look at you as the bad kid.
That's right.
So it takes a village to raise a kid, and I feel like a lot of us tend to miss that. In our communities, there's a lot of people that go on social media and say, if anybody say anything to my kid, if anybody ever touch my kid, we in America, so that's why a lot of kids tend to get away with so much
Right.
because not every adult can hold them accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any last thing you want to say?
No, the only thing we have to say is every parents have to be focusing in their kids. Most of the parents right now, they focus with work. I know they have a lot of bills to pay. They have a lot of stuff to do. But what I can advise our African parents, they need to focus on their kids a lot. Because if you see, most of African kids right now, they're becoming, they smoke, they steal, they go in gang stuff. Like they get out from work, they're not paying attention to their kids. They go straight to sleep.
What do you think is pushing them away from focusing more on raising their kids?
Work.
So do you think a lot of African parents, they blame work as an excuse to not be there?
Yes. They blame work,
Because they can
bills.
still make time.
They can still make time, but they don't want to. You will see one parent working 2-3 jobs. She go in the morning, she get out at 3, she go at 11, she get out, 6, 11 in the morning. You're not going to have time for your kids.
Yeah, and it's crazy because a lot of African parents don't even know how their kids are performing at school.
Yeah, you have an homework and you don't know
if your
how to
kids,
do it.
Yeah.
Like you trying to say, oh, my mom is going to help me. You go, my mom is sleeping. Can you please help me with the homework?
Toka kule.
They need to stop. Find the time for your kids. When kids are growing, when kids are young, that's when you, as a parent, you need to find that time for your kids. Because when they grow up, they're going to say, you never be there for me. So what do you want?
Yeah, and they're going to give you attitude.
Yeah.
And you're talking about like, America, you're going to start blaming the country, but it's you who failed your kid because you decided to neglect them. Yes, I understand you have work. Yes, I understand you're tired. But at least when you get home and you're tired, just be like, hey, how was school today? That changes a lot.
They don't do that.
You know, hey, let me
Like
see your
people
diploma.
who do that is like 2% of the parents. Like the rest of they don't do it.
They don't do it. And that's when you find
Like taking their kids out to the park, doing kind of
They
those
don't do
things.
that.
They don't do that.
I haven't seen. When was the last time? When was the last time you've seen an African family at a park, all of them together? Only when they're doing barbecue.
When there is a party,
Yeah,
if they say that we're going to have a party, they're going to be a lot of them. But if there is no party, just the parents to wake up and say that I'm taking my kids to the park, they're not going to do that.
impossible. Well, we have to do better as society. I
Yeah.
mean, we have to understand the youth are the future.
That's right.
So if we're not gonna shape the future today, it's gonna be a disaster tomorrow. So it all starts today. That's why that was the main purpose of this topic today. Appreciate you, sis, for coming through.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, guys, and go subscribe to her channel on YouTube.
Right. Come subscribe to my YouTube channel. The name is Dallas and Christina Family Channel. Everybody is welcome. We like to meet new people. If you want to join our club, our family, you are welcome at any time.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, thank you, guys, and until next time.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.